On them back roads where them alligators crawl in the swampland, we ain't worried about no law. You can find me in the woods with my dogs under pine trees in the land of the lost.
I've been drinking on this whiskey, got my head up in the clouds, and if this world keep fucking with me, I ain't never coming down. So fuck this mask and all this trash that y'all keep trying to spread around. Tip your glass or kiss my ass, but I ain't dealing with you clowns.
Bless them all, land of the lost. God bless them all, land of the lost. I was raised in the country, and I paid all my dues. I was made in the country, and I won't change just for you. The place I call my home is deep out in the woods. If you don't belong, you better keep about these woods. Like my trucks are loud and my car's real fast, and I love the sound of a shotgun blast. Come around acting all big and bad, then Mr. Postman, that's gonna be your ass. Now I pray to the Lord if trouble stays the hell away from us. But just in case one day it comes, I'm not afraid, I got 'em loaded up. It's in my blood, it's in my roots, I keep it real down to my boots. And they hate to see me winning, cause they say I'm born to lose. Might be true, but I ain't losing, I ain't making no excuses. In the land of the lost, you gotta keep it moving. On them back roads where them alligators crawl in the swampland, we ain't worried about no law. You can find me in the woods with my dogs under pine trees in the land of the lost.
I've been drinking on this whiskey, got my head up in the clouds, and if this world keep fucking with me, I ain't never coming down. So fuck this mask and all this trash that y'all keep trying to spread around. Tip your glass or kiss my ass, but I ain't dealing with you clowns.
Bless them all, land of the lost. God bless them all,
Come on.
land of the lost. New breed.
It was backwoods and fishing holes, wild hogs and tadpoles. It was bobcats and backhoes. We were haul ass on these back roads. A bunch of assholes and country hicks, outlaws and lunatics. They would chew tobacco, smoke cigarettes, and the breath smelled like old Milwaukee's best. Back then, no one even ever heard of meth, but nowadays everybody wanna flirt with death. You better hurry up the guy for the ones that's left. But between me and you, it's a hell of a mess. I mean, drive through the country, take a look around, y'all. You can smell the meth cooking like a fucking hound dog. And I put too many of my friends in the ground, or they locked in the pen and they ain't never coming out. Then the pills came and shit for real changed. Childhood just don't feel the same. Daddy strung out and we got bills to pay, so we caught a case and got locked away. Back in the day, it was different times. I guess I came up in the nick of time, cause I still seen hell and been victimized. But I'ma get what's mine, cause I'm a different kind. I'm wide awake, I don't sleep good. I'm from Rock Ridge and Creekwood. In the deep woods, I was raised up, so this bullshit don't faze us. No government gon' save us. Ain't no way in hell you gon' play us. We prayed up, these masks off. In these last days, this is last call. Your soft ass won't last long. You better stand up and be a man, boy. Don't back down when it goes down. You better learn how to throw hands, boy.
On them back roads where them alligators crawl in the swampland, we ain't worried about no law. You can find me in the woods with my dogs under pine trees in the land of the lost.
I've been drinking on this whiskey, got my head up in the clouds, and if this world keep fucking with me, I ain't never coming down. So fuck this mask and all this trash that y'all keep trying to spread around. Tip your glass or kiss my ass, but I ain't dealing with you clowns.
Bless them all, land of the lost. God bless them all, land of the lost.
Good evening and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight's the Bluegrass Truck Series at North Wilkesboro. Well, joined alongside William Duvall, and we're going to have a good time.
Oh, absolutely. North Wilkesboro is an extremely exciting track every time I've been a part of or watched a race here at North Wilkesboro. It's always been action-packed. Some neat things about the track here. Going down the front straightaway is downhill. Going down the back straightaway, it's uphill. So the track from one end to the other is not on the same level, not on the same playing field. So a little aspect that is going to play a big part into tonight. Qualifying is beginning, and first on track is not the 18, apparently.
He tricked us, didn't he? He tricked us.
He definitely did.
Let's see here. 27 drivers here tonight. There's the 28 of Trey Mitz from Atlanta. Also on the track, truck number 17, it's Adam Newber. Adam Newber in the 17 machine. Also, we have Peyton Hubbard on the track in the 99 for Boxville, North Carolina. Ron Morris Jr. in the 76 from Columbia, South Carolina. And Jerry Jaworski on track in the 18 machine. There is Trey Mitz coming out of turn number 4.
Look forward to tonight to have lap times for their quick times here in qualifying to be right around mid to high 18s as Adam Newbert already goes to an 18.86 for the pole. Peyton Hubbard second with a 19 flat. 19.08 for Ron Morris. He'll take fourth. 19.18 for Trey Mitz and a 19.55 for Jaworski. That is your top 5. Times going to be coming in very, very quickly tonight. Our current points leader on track now, Robbie Richards. He currently sits in first in points, followed by Wes Wigand, Justin White, Bobby Hall Jr., and Keith Hackney rounding out the top 5. Justin White, last week's winner, will be interested to see if he can keep up that momentum here tonight.
Well, he's 8th quick right now on the board on his second lap down the back straightaway. Harbin goes quick time into 23 machine. Out of turn number 4, let's look at your points leader. Come down the front straightaway. Does he do any better? Does he improve? He will go 4th quick. Next on the track, in truck number 4 from Somerset, it's Alan Duranco on track. There's Alex Healy from Columbus, Ohio. Healy, 3rd quick. There is Alan Duranco. 12th quick right now. Got a little loose there. The truck slid up. The back end did.
Something a little interesting of note, our top 2 drivers, Kyle Harbin and Adam Newbert. We have a virtual tie between these 2 drivers. Then 3rd and 4th, we have another tie between those 2 drivers with an 18.85. And then 5th and 6th, Steve, we have yet another tie for that position with an 18.9.
Wow.
That's unheard of.
That is. Well, this young man, I mean, he had controversy last week. Coming to the checkered, he was pinballed around. Him and Keith Hackney. They did make contact, but Hackney got the air off the rear end, and around went Travis Twitty as he stops over there in turn number 2.
I actually thought for a second there the stream froze. But no, the stream has not frozen. He has come to a stop. I had to look at the fans just to double check that. But he was running second. Keith Hackney went for a cut under to take the position out of the final corner, took the air off the truck, and just gone. Be really interesting to see if there'll be any kind of payback or anything like that tonight. It's kind of the story going into the night by the looks of it. A lot of controversy surrounding that entire situation. A lot of reviews went into last week.
Well, how's the picture, BJ? How's the picture?
It looks fantastic on my end, anyways.
And speaking of Travis Twitty, there is Keith Hackney in the 69K machine on track. Travis Twitty goes 11th quick. Ed Osborne up to 7th. There's CJ Mason. CJ Mason in the 21. Also, Josh Lockwood in the 6th. Then Justin White in the 2. Well, BJ, we have a lot of regulars back here tonight. It's good to see a good field.
Yes, we do. We are going to have a very full, very action-packed field. So,
Justin White just went quick time, BJ.
24.
With an 18.72.
Well, he's officially broken the tie for the lead. Now we have a tie for second, a tie for fourth and fifth, and a tie for sixth and seventh. Kudos to these guys.
Quick time, Keith Hackney from Calhoun, Georgia. Now on the track, get truck number 44 from Jacksonville, Illinois. It's Brad Gebhardt. Brad Gebhardt in the 44 truck. Well, BJ, if you're interested in the dirt side of things, it's pro racing in the super late models. And heat race number 1 right now, 4 laps in the books. Majulis is your race leader with Yeager, McSwain, and Wordley.
Is that the feature?
No, it's heat race number 1.
Heat race 1. Oh, I missed that part. All right. Cool.
Jason Bridges from Houston in truck number 34 on the track. Gebhardt goes 5th quick. Also on the track in truck number 94. And from Athens, Pennsylvania, it's Bobby Hall Jr.
And Jason Bridges is going to be looking for a rebound after last week. Had a rough go of it. Only completed a handful of laps out of that race. Ultimately finishing at the back of the race. Bobby Hall Jr. with a decent run last week, coming in 12th. New wrap on the truck. Maybe we'll see some new motivation out of him, see him working. Ooh, and I'm going to say that is a yes, as he goes second quick here in qualifying.
The next truck on the track from Rome, Pennsylvania, into 113 is Daniel Worthington.
One in Rome.
Jason Bridges goes 22nd quick. Daniel Worthington, first lap, good enough for 21st.
You know, I think I said it backwards earlier. They're going downhill on the back straightaway and uphill on the front straightaway. I think I said that backwards.
Well, leave it to you. It's all right. Worthington goes 9th quick.
Hey, I'm dyslexic. You know, I see things upside down and backwards all the time. It's all right.
Well, 22 drivers have timed in so far.
"22 drivers timed in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them have not taken a time yet. That is Wes Wiggin, Michael McCooley, Brian Terry, Nathan Mascroft, and TJ Hanley. So a total of 27 drivers here tonight. A minute 23 for those guys to get a chance to get a time in, if they're going to.
We'll look at the track temp. It's at 84 degrees, 77 outside. So the track's fairly cool tonight. Wind's blowing at 4 miles an hour.
It is definitely something these guys want to see, a cooler track temperature, cooler surface temperature. It allows these guys, when they get more heat in the tires especially, to grip up to the track a lot better. It's going to help them a lot, because every time I've ever ran here, the track always seems like it's been hot. It's always been loose. The track's always been very, very loose, hard to drive. So the cooler track is definitely going to help a lot for these guys.
All right, qualifying, fixing to wrap up here. 22 drivers took time. Nathan Mashcroft, Wes Wiggin, Ryan Terry, TJ Hanley, and Michael McClooley did not take time. As 18 seconds are left if they were going to make their way onto the track. So we're just watching Barney, the iRacing flagman. All right, qualifying over. Your results, your top 5, will look like this. Keith Hackney, Bobby Hall Jr., Justin White, Kyle Harbin, and Adam Newbert. Here's your starting lineup for tonight's 120-lap event here at North Wilkesboro. Stage break at lap number 45. And on the pole, Team No Love, truck number 69 is Keith Hackney to the south side. The Earl Shop Flex Motorsports car, truck number 94, it's Bobby Hall Jr.
Inside row number 2, it's the 2 machine from Simbox Motorsports, Justin White, last week's winner. And to his outside from Southern Grown Motorsports, it's the 23 of Kyle Arbin.
Row number 3 from Georgia, truck number 17, it's Adam Newbert to his outside. And the 44 is Brad Gebhardt.
Row number 3 on the inside from Regulators, it's going to be the 97 of Alex Healy. And to his outside, the Hubbard Racing number 99, Peyton Hubbard.
In row number 5 from the Flex Motorsports 113 is David Worthington to his outside from Carolina. Truck number 48, it's Robbie Richards, your points leader.
Row number 6 on the inside, it's the High Side Hustlers Motorsports 9 machine of Akamai Proctor. And to his outside, the 42 of Ed Osborne.
Travis Twitty roll off 13th with Josh Clemens to his outside.
David Brackett and Gary Zorski make up row number 8.
Row number 9 be CJ Mason and Ron Morris Jr. with Ron Morris Racing, truck number 76.
Trey Mitz and Josh Lockwood make up row number 10.
Row number 11 be Alan DeRock on the Flex Motorsports, truck number 4. And Jason Bridges in the High Side Hustler, truck number 34.
Nathan Maskoff on the inside of row number 12, and TJ Hanley to his outside.
Then you have Wes Wiggins starting 25th tonight, and Michael McClooley 26th, and Brian Terry rounding out your field.
And race control has waved off the start of the race. Not real sure why they did. Sounds like there's a new driver in the field that missed the drivers meeting. As per league rules, he has to start at the back of the field, so they're just getting a driver shuffled back. Looks like it's going to be the 28. See there on screen of Trey Mitz.
All right, the pace car is in. Keith Hackney bringing the field to the green. Green flag is racing. We're racing here at North Wilkesboro. Keith Hackney to the early race lead. There's Justin White in the 2. The 94 Bobby Hall Jr. falls back to 3rd. Then you have Kyle Harbin in the 23 machine and Adam Newbert in 5th. Look at the 94 of Bobby Hall trying to fight back on the outside. Going into turn number 1. He pulls alongside Justin White. Good battle here for second. Alpha turn number 2 down the back straight away. Look at Hall now inches away in turn number 3. They're side by side. Coming out of turn number 4, we complete lap number 2 here in North Wilkesboro.
Not sure who it was, but somebody just received a warning. Race control for changing lanes on the start. It's only a warning though, no penalties issued at this time. Drivers continuing on side by side still for that second position. Doesn't look like the inside or the outside is fast and free. The drivers just who can maintain a steady line. The long looks like it's going to be Bobby Hall Jr. in the 94 machine as he takes the position.
Look a little further back in 7th spot is Alex Healy. There's Robbie Richards, your points leader. Peyton Hubbard in that 9th position. There's Daniel Worthington in 10th. Go a little further back in the field. You see some double side-by-side action. That's with C.J. Mason and the 29er, Travis Twitty. Then you see Nathan Bashcroft caution on the track for Josh Lockwood. Josh Lockwood in the 6th machine goes into the turn there. The high side. Ooh, got loose as a goose. Coming down the front straightaway. Parks it on the side there.
Yeah, got lucky there not to have any contact with anybody. We'll take another look at it here from another angle. Just comes off the corner, and that change in pitch, I guess you could say. Grade. The change in grade on the surface.
I was going to say change of underwear, but that would have gone with the story.
Well, yeah, I mean, he probably needs one of those now, but I'd say due to the change in grade on the track, angling it back up the hill, coming up the hill as he came off the corner, definitely had a lot to play there. I expect to see a lot of that tonight. Well, Keith Hackney still continuing to lead the way. Changed his colors. He's now on a purple number 69, followed by Bobby Hall Jr. number 94. He has also changed his paint. Justin White in third. He's the last week's winner. Kyle Harbin in 4th, and Adam Newbert, our current top 5. Looks like Keith Hackney's going to choose the outside on this restart. Everybody else is going to double file back in with him. 15 going to be rolling off of pit road. That is going to be Michael McCooley.
Well, thank you, Tasha, for the 200 stars. Certainly appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Cheering on Keith Hackney. Hackney looked like he's going to choose the outside maybe for this restart. We'll just have to tell when the lights go out. But Trey Mintz now coming off pit road. He's going to be a lap down. There is Josh Lockwood, who brought out the caution. Michael McClooley there, currently running 25th. The lights stay on the pace vehicle, so we're going to do a couple more laps. Bobby Hall Jr., that's 2nd spot there in the 94 truck. Did a real good job of qualifying tonight. Justin White there in the 2. Kyle Harbin in the 23. I must say, these trucks look pretty sharp tonight.
Yes, they do. I'm really liking a lot of the new paints that we're seeing here. I really like the simplicity of the number 94 Bobby Hall Jr.'s. We're used to seeing him in the bright orange and green. Number 94 this week comes rolling out in the gray and white. Just clean, simple, matte gray truck. Really, really liking it.
Lights go out of a pace truck. We're going to let him back loose out of turn number 4. Bobby Hall Jr. restart in the inside there. We saw where the start zone was when they started the race, right at the flag stand here.
Yeah, flag stand set back, if I remember correctly, set back towards the turn just a little bit, and then the start zone set forward a good bit. Drivers taking off right there. I don't actually see it marked on the wall. It's a little bit different. But Keith Hackney off to a good jump once again. Battle going on for that 2nd position once again between Bobby Hall Jr. and Kyle Harbin. Those two drivers fight side by side. Bobby Hall Jr. gets the position. He's bringing Justin White along with White now on the inside of Harbin. They're going to single file it back out down the end of turn number 1. White falls in behind Harbin at top 4, now single filing out.
Racing up front here. Take a little look a little further back. There's Ed Osborne, currently running that 14th position. A little ahead of him, we see Nathan Bashcroft racing with Ron Morris Jr. the 76. Morris Jr. to the inside. That's a battle for 12th and 13th on the board. A little further back is Wes Wiggin in the 88 machine to the inside of the 7 of Josh Clemens. And then you have Alan Duranco in the 4 truck there. Jason.
I was going to say, you mentioned Mascroft there a moment ago battling for position. He's currently up 11 positions from the start of this race, sitting in 12th. He started this race in 23rd position. He's got a good run going for him here early in this race in that number 15 Ford Chevy. Trying to see what that sponsor is on that thing. I seen the word pizza and got hungry.
Oh, look at Keith Hackney way out in front here at North Wilkesboro as we're on lap number 16 of 120. Over the stage break will be at lap number 45 as he's pulled away from Bobby Hall Jr. is currently running second from Athens, Pennsylvania. And then you have Kyle Harbin into 23 from Mobile, Alabama as he come out to number 4 down the front straightaway. Another lap in the books on lap number 17. Single file most of the way, but look at the 113 went a little high there. That allowed Gary Jaworski to get around. That's a battle for 8. Gary Jaworski up 8 spots. Talk about another person. Nathan Bashcroft in the Flow Racing number 5. He's up 12 spots at the start of the race. So he's working his way up to the front.
Keith Hackney, I think his dirt experience is really coming into play. We've already seen it. Trucks just snapping loose on these drivers. One going around already. We've seen a few of them slide through the corners just a little bit. I think that's really playing into Keith Hackney's hand with his experience. Got truck off track. That's going to be the number 9 of Akamai Proctor. Does a good job to keep it out of the way of the other drivers. He's going to go a lap down to Keith Hackney now, keeping her on the inside, allowing drivers to go by caution, waving on the track.
3 minutes bringing out that caution in the 28 machine. Coming out turn number 4, that truck just gets loose. Trying to save it. He'll stop it right there in turn number 1. Bring it out the caution. Talk about Proctor here. Do a little off-road racing.
I feel like I'm watching a racer go across the grass right there. It was kind of neat. Talked about it, and I was seeing 2 of them right there back to back. 2 trucks just getting loose through the corner and going around. One coming off turn number 4, one through turns 1 and 2. Eventually bringing out the caution. Both drivers able to keep it clean though, not hitting anything, just continuing on here in this race. We're now on lap number 20. 3 laps to the halfway point for the stage.
That is true. That is true. Tombstones with the 69K. You gotta wonder, is that meant for something tonight?
Well, it's a good question. It's a very good question.
I mean, if so, he might need a lot of power barrels. Because, I mean, there's 26 other drivers on the track.
Yeah. Yeah, I do kind of feel like there's a story to this. His nemesis, that I guess you could say, where the story sits is quite a ways back in the field from him. That is the 29 of Travis Twitty. He's back 6 spots from where he started in this race, sitting in 19th. So I feel like he's safe there, but
check the names. Oh, I can't even zoom in even closer. Hold on. Oh, hold on.
He's got a lot of them behind him.
Hold on. Let's see here.
I'm doing the same on my end.
Oh, the 4, the 76, the 9, the 94. Hey, look on the rear, the 29 of 20.
He's on the hood, he's on the rear deck, he's on the rear quarter, man. Man, oh man. Is that all the cars that he has been a part of getting wrecked out of this race?
Tasha pointed that out. Thank you, Tasha.
4 of Alex Huffman. No, I think it says Huffman.
Yeah, Huffman on there.
It says Huffman. Proctor in the 9. Bobby Hall Jr. sitting on his outside right now is on there.
Tasha said, Shane Throne.
Oh boy.
And we're back to racing down the back straightaway. Keith Hackney with a good jump there on Bobby Hall Jr. There's Hall, the 94 machine. As they come out turn number 2, Hackney starting to walk away as they go down the back straightaway in turn number 3. You see Justin White battling with Kyle Harbin. Kyle Harbin, that 23 truck onto the inside. Out of turn number 4, down the back front straightaway into turn number 1. The driver starts to single file out. There's Keith Hackney in the 69. The Tombstone truck, long barrel barrels, going to be needed tonight for these drivers. If he puts on a clinic, as he's trying to show right now, his caution's out on the track. Let's take a look. Alan Durango involved in that 4 truck. Oh, gets a little tap from the 48, and around goes Alan Durango. Josh Clemens had nowhere to go. Oh, I hit the wrong one. That's all right.
Sounds like the 48. That's Robbie Richards, current points leader, being charged with that one.
Yeah, he slid up. He barely got into him, DJ.
It definitely pushes up, and we know these trucks are already loose, so it just takes that little bit of contact for him to go around. Poor Josh Clemens, man, just stuck like a sitting duck on that one there. Got caught by the 4 machine going around. So that's going to move the 48 of Robbie Richards, our current points leader, to the tail end of the longest line on this restart. Looks like Keith Hackney might be choosing the inside once again. He tried the outside one time, right back to the inside for the next 2 by the looks of it.
Alrighty. It's kind of funny. I'm looking at YouTube, and normally YouTube's like ahead of Facebook. Well, tonight Facebook's on top of the action. YouTube's a little behind.
YouTube's just asleep today. That's all.
Well, don't forget your stage break on lap number 45. That's the ultimate number we're trying to get to for the first stage break. Hackney choosing the inside as lights go out.
Lights are going out, and truck's still all over the... No, lights are not out yet.
Oh. They just teased us going double file. That's all they were up front, teasing us. Now, look at 23. That last restart, he got a shot in the shorts, and he had some damage on that rear end.
Lucky for them, on these short tracks like this, the aero does not matter as much. If anything, I feel like that might give him a little bit of an advantage, might give him a little bit more downforce on the rear end, allow him to grip up where everybody else get loose. Forgive me.
Well, BJ's choking, and the lights go out. Keith Hackney chooses the inside, the 94 of Hall chooses the outside, or be on the outside. Your second row will be Kyle Harbin, the 23, Adam Newber in the 17. You got Brad Gebhart, row number 3, and Gary Jazorski to his outside.
Continuing battle side by side with a truck that is marked on his truck. Keith Hackney off to another great jump out of turn number 4. Bobby Hall Jr. still riding in second battle for third right now between Adam Newbert and Kyle Harbin. Harbin with the advantage out of turn number 2, down into turn number 3. Still side by side. Gary Jazorski in the 18 right behind them, though, waiting to pounce, waiting for mistakes out of these drivers. It's exactly what he wants to see, and exactly what Bobby Hall Jr. and Keith Hackney want to see. They want to see these guys battling, allow them to pull away. But there again, you know, it still doesn't look like the outside line or the inside line, either one is really more dominant than the others. They're still running right there with Bobby Hall Jr.
They are. You look at the 34 of Jason Bridges and the 15 of Michael McCooley. They're balanced side by side for 16th, 17th of the board. A little further back, there's the 4 of Alan DeRocco, who got spun out a little earlier. Battle with the 08 of TJ Hanley there. Robbie Richards, who spun him out, the 48 machine, early running that 23rd position. Then you have It's in 25th and Justin White, currently running 26th. But out front, it's Keith Hackney. Oh, Harmon Jazorski. Jazorski saves it with damage on that left-hand side.
No caution waving for the 18. He does keep it going straight, does continue on. Now the damage, I don't see it hurting him aerodynamically. Is not a big thing here, but what I do imagine is that air coming through the left front of the truck. It's going to allow him to grip up more in a short run, but it's going to cause his tire to wear faster as the race goes on. It's really going to put a damper on things for him. So we take a look on screen now. We got a battle for between the 76 and 38. That is going to be for 10th. We have a wreck on the back straightaway. Looks like it might have been Trey Mitz in 28.
We stay green. But there's Keith Hackney out front. 5 laps to go until the stage break. Bobby Hall Jr. in the 94 truck. There's Adam Newberg in the 17. That's your top 3. There's Kyle Harmon in the 23, currently running 4th. CJ Mason up 12 spots. But look at Nathan Bashcroft up 16 since the start of this race. So there are some good, hard movers in this race tonight.
There definitely are. This track is extremely racy. Something we've not really seen a lot of this season. Tracks going very much one aligned throughout the entire field. Everybody's single filing out. We've not seen that tonight as much. Seen a lot more battling going on. So when the leader crosses the stripe right here, Steve, we're already 4 to go in the stage.
As we're on board with your race leader, the 69 truck of Keith Hackney. He's across the start-finish line there. Now looking at the back, you can see Bobby Hall Jr. and Adam Newberg battling on the outside. There's Keith Hackney's helmet. We have to make sure there's no tombstones on that thing. Adam Newberg takes over that second spot there. Bobby Hall Jr. falls back to 3rd. But meanwhile, your race leader Hackney will come out turn number 4. We complete lap number 4 on lap number 45. One more lap to go for the stage break. There's Brad Gebhardt from Jacksonville, Illinois, currently running in that 6th position. Nathan Bashcroft right behind him. And right ahead of him, 21 is CJ Mason. As the drivers come out turn number 4. This should end, I believe, stage. It does end the stage. And you look on the board, Hackney, Newberg, Hall, Harbin, Mason, Gebhardt, Bashcroft, Healy, Hubbard, and Brackett, your top 10.
And once again, all those top 10 drivers receiving points, with Keith Hackney receiving 10, all the way down to Brackett receiving 1. Everybody going down by 1 point per position. Hackney receives that one all-important playoff point once again.
All right, as they're down pit road, Hanley stays out. So does Bridges. No. Hanley and White, maybe. Hackney first off pit road.
It looks like Hanley pitted on lap 20, or White pitted on lap 28. Hanley has yet to pit. So those two drivers will stay on track. Hackney, first off, that puts him in third. Bobby Hall Jr., second off, he is in fourth. And Adam Newbert will move back into that fifth position.
So right now, Hanley listed as your race leader, the 48, looking to get a lap back. White in second, that 2 truck. There's Hackney, first off pit road. He'll restart in third. There's Bobby Hall Jr. and Adam Newbert. So Bobby Hall gained a position off pit road. Now look at the 6 coming down pit road. That's Josh Lockwood looking to make his pit stop. Jason Bridges is also down pit road. And Michael McCluley in the 15 truck coming down pit road.
Yeah, McCooley had been out of the pits, came around, came right back down. Not sure if he's got damages on that truck or what exactly is going on there. He spent 18 seconds on pit road this time, is on his way back out. Gary Jazorski, he's got 18 seconds in the pits on his way back out now. So not sure if these drivers are dealing with some damage on their machines or just topping up fuel and whatnot. But that is, if they're just topping up fuel, that is an awfully long pit stop for these drivers. Looks like TJ Hanley's going to choose the outside for this restart. Lights are out, going green this time by.
All right. Justin White bringing the field back to the green as they go into turn number 3 here. Field's in his hands. Jay Hanley on the outside. The pace car makes the hard left-hand turn. DJ Hanley's on the lap pedal. We're back to racing. Hanley with a good start there. Justin White caught sleeping. Now look at the 94 of Bobby Hall Jr. Caution back out on the racetrack. And I'm going to say that probably is for the start. Let's take a look, see if we notice anything. TJ Hanley shot out like a rocket.
Really did, and I think that there was a little bit of mind games being played. Pace car's off there, and he takes off. I think it might have been a little bit of mind games being played by TJ Hanley here, as just received a warning to maintain pace speed better while under caution.
I mean, he took off. Well, at the green flag, you didn't see it there. Where that green flag was. On pit road.
As right now, it looks like we're just trying to get drivers caught back up to the pace car, get them lined back up. I imagine we'll be going right back green here very quickly. They do have to let a lucky dog around, get him rolling. So as soon as the lucky dog goes around, we do have confirmation we will go back green as soon as he gets around. He's
so
on
watch
his
this,
way.
BJ. So there he fires. There's the green flag doohickey that's on the pit wall. I don't know if that's the starting zone or not.
I'm not entirely sure. Saying right there, Bobby. Yeah. What is his name?
DJ Hanley?
No, the flagman.
Oh, that's Barney.
Barney. I just drew a complete blank. I said my brain said Bobby, and I'm like, that don't even sound close to right.
Barney.
But Barney the Irish flagman didn't wave the flag until they were almost to the start-finish line.
he got that no-no stick out, shaking it. Shaking his no-no stick at the 08 at TJ Hanley.
I feel like I'd be getting a lot of black flags pointed at me if I was racing in real life. You need to wait for me.
Green flag is back out. And I don't know, that just looked even... Oh well, we're racing.
Yeah, we are back racing it. it definitely looked a little bit more suspicious to me, but I see right now, right off the bat, the fresh tires coming into play for the drivers behind the top two right now. The 08 of TJ Hanley has yet to pit this race, and then Justin White pitted all the way back on lap 28. He's on the inside of TJ Hanley for the race lead. Now these two are holding these guys with fresh tires behind them up like crazy right now. You see Keith Hackney now making a move to the inside of Bobby Hall Jr. Now he's going to go to the inside of TJ Hanley for second.
Oh, Hall got a little loose there. And he saves it.
Keith Hackney was on his inside when I started.
But he didn't touch him.
No, he did not.
Right now, Justin White out front here at North Wilkesboro. So we're on lap number 60. Hackney in second, Newber in third. TJ Hanley's falling back to fifth as he just allows CJ Mason in a 21 truck to take over that fourth position. Look at Nathan Mashcroft to the inside of Hanley. Mashcroft takes over fifth. Keith Hackney battling for the race lead out of turn number 4. He has the inside line down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Hackney starting to inch away out turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Side by side with Justin White into turn number 3. Good battle for your race lead as they come out turn number 4. Keith Hackney will lead lap number 62 on lap number 63. A little further back. There's Bobby Hall Jr. looking to the inside of TJ Hanley. And then you see the 99 of Peyton Hubbard currently running into 8th position. There's Ed Osborne in the 42 truck, currently running 12th. Ron Morris ahead of him in the 76. Then you have Daniel Worthington right there. Oh, the 48 gets a little loose there. Oh, Nelly. Oh, my. Oh, we got one right. Oh, no. Wes Wiggin bringing out that caution.
Drivers just getting collected there one after another. Taking a look at our instant replay here.
Let's rewind it a little further back than that, because this actually started right there.
Yeah, you see right there, Robbie Richards getting loose in the corner. He's just trekking and trying to hold on to it. Slides up a little bit, nearly gets the 29. The 88 behind him just kind of stuck. He's just trying to figure out where to go to get away from him. Goes the inside, and Robbie Richards in a 48 just slides on back down into him.
Ooh, there's the 34.
Ooh.
Tough luck for Wes Wiggin. Well, Keith Hackney is your race leader. Adam Newber in second. There is CJ Mason in third.
Sounds as though Bobby Hall Jr. will be receiving the EOL on that one, as I expected, restarting at the back of the field. Jason Bridges still down pit road after the contact to his side. He took a really hard hit to his left side. He's been in the pit, Steve, now for 2 minutes. Not entirely sure if he's going to be able to make it back out. He's currently 4 laps down now.
Tough luck for him. All right. Well, want to know an update on iRacing, the butt kicker. iRacing World of Outlaw Super Late Models. Blake Majulis will bring the field to the green flag in their 50-lap feature tonight. lights go out. We're going to go green next time by. Looks like the 69 of Keith Hackney chooses the outside. Newbert will start on the inside.
Newbert with a good run going for him here tonight. He's currently up 3 positions. He started in 5th tonight, sitting in 2nd. Good run for him going. So we see the pace car diving off to the inside. And let's see the difference here in the restarts. Looks like Keith Hackney right about the same spot that we saw TJ Hanley go, and it brought it back. So still not 100% certain on the restart that was brought back earlier. But off to another good run. Keith Hackney all by his looks about in front. We got a battle for 2nd right now. That's between Peyton Hubbard in the 99 and Adam Newbert in the 17.
And then a little further back behind, there's Brad Gebhardt on the outside of 21 and CJ Mason. Then you have Alex Healy there. He's up to that 7th position. We got caution on the racetrack. Josh Lockwood in the 6th truck. This is going to be his 2nd caution of the night. Oh, Proctor involved. Oh, the 94. Bobby Hall Jr. Let's see what happens. Hall Jr. to the inside of 20. He makes contact with 20. 20 goes down. Gets back into 94. The 6 had nowhere to go.
94 with a good run going for him early in the race. Fell back after the last restart. Is struggling once again. That's going to put him back in 20th as he takes it pit side. Things are not going his way right now.
Definitely not. Well, I can tell you, the Super Late Ball has already had 1 caution on lap number 2.
That sounds about par for Cedar Lake.
And the broadcast's so dark, I can't tell who starts on the outside.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Bye.
So our top 5 right now is Keith Hackney leading the way. Adam Newbert in 2nd, Peyton Hubbard in 3rd, Brad Gebhardt in 4th, and David Brackett will round off the top 5. David Brackett currently up 10 positions in the 5th spot. Alan Duranko sits in 7th right now. He's currently up 14 spots and our biggest mover at this 2nd in the race. And we got Gary Jaworski. He sits in 9th. He's up 7 spots. And Nathan Mashcroft is up 10 in 13 with TJ Hanley in 16th with 8th.
And you know what? I'm looking at this, BJ, at the scoring tower for them.
Mm-hmm.
I do not see Alex Bergeron.
I'm going to leave that one alone, too.
Kaysen is in that yellow machine there. So it's Kaysen in 2nd. Jules is your race leader. Or they're on lap number 7 at Cedar Lake.
Kaysen who?
This says Kaysen. I don't know.
I can't think of a Kaysen that off the top of my head that made it.
There's a Kaysen. He's running 2nd.
I'll have to look at that one.
He's ahead of Yeager. Pace truck is back in. We're back to racing out turn number 4. Good start for Hackney. Newbert in 2nd there. The 44, Brad Gebhardt. Early running 3rd. There's Peyton Hubbard. In 4th, Alex Healy in the 97 truck. Early running 5th. The 38, David Brackett running 6th. There's Ed Osborne and Alan Duranko and Gary Jaworski. And Daniel Worthington, your top 10. You got Justin White back to 11th. There's Josh Clemens in the 7 machine. There's Travis Twitty and Robbie Richards, who's your points leader. Currently running in 15th right now. There's TJ Hanley, CJ Mason, Ron Morris Jr. But back up front, Keith Hackney continues to lead as we're on lap number 79.
Steve, you missed it there a moment ago. Gary Jazorski got very loose through turns number 3 and 4. Managed to save it, slid almost all the way around turns number 3 and 4. Smoke just rolling off the back tires. He grabbed a hold of it, got it saved, got it rolling again. He still sits in 9th, having a good run going for him inside the top 10, up 7 positions. Now looking to try to track the leaders back down. Looking on board now of the 44 of Brad Gebhardt. He sits in 3rd. The majority of the top 10 have started to single file it out. Newbert continues to run the high side. Gebhardt continues to run the inside. Hackney is allowed to run wherever he wants, as he is all by himself up there in the front where he's been most of this race.
Definitely, as you look right here, there's Trey Mintz. He's at, oh, the 9 car blew up, and he got a bump in the rump from the 31 of Brian Terry. Car's too dark, couldn't see him. Keith Hackney way out in front here with Adam Newbert in 2nd, Brad Gebhardt in 3rd.
He did a good job there to take that thing all the way to the grass on the inside to not bring out a caution. You know, as far back as he was when he blew that engine, a lot of people would have just rolled to the inside wall and hit Alt F4, but as close as he had cars behind him, even if he would have done that, it would have dropped. It would have thrown the yellow flag when he came to a stop. Now you see on the screen, that is Bobby Hall Jr. ran his 2nd. Pretty much the entire first stage. Now 4 laps down, things not looking good for the 94 machine.
There's your race leader. There's 2nd place Newbert. There's 3rd and Gebhardt. The 99 of Peyton Hubbard in that 4th position. Having a good run tonight. There's Alex Healy in the 97, currently running at 5th. Let's go a little further back. There's Josh Clemens in the 7th. There's Travis Twitty. There's CJ Mason. Mason to the inside of Twitty as they go into turn number 3. Then you got Morris on the inside of Clemens. There's TJ Hanley in the 08. And there's the 23 directly behind him. Kyle Harvin, that's a couple of laps down. But back up front, Hackney has about 5-car length advantage over Newbert. Then Newbert has around 5-car length advantage over Brad Gebhardt. Gebhardt, a little damage on the rear end there. Looks like he got a little shot in the shorts in one of the restarts. There's the 99 of Hubbard. Look to the inside as they go into turn number 3. Give it to Hubbard for that 3rd spot coming out of turn number 4.
Gebhardt looking now like he's just dropping off the pace, starting to fall back. I would say he probably burned up his tires a little bit more than what he should have earlier in the race. He just continues to fall back in that number 44 machine. Look a little bit further back. We see the 42 of Ed Osborne. He's got the 2 of Justin White to his inside. Justin White was running good earlier. Remember, he did not. It was TJ Hanley. I take that back. But he pitted early before the stage break on lap number 45. He pitted on lap number 28 and was still on older tires. Was still able to run up front in that number 2 machine for quite a while. Interesting to see his pit strategy he's got going right now. It's quite a bit different than everybody else's.
Definitely. There's Nathan Bashcroft in the 5 machine. Currently battling with Ed Osborne to the inside. The 6 truck kind of slowed down there as these drivers will maneuver around them down the front straightaway. Meanwhile, up front, still Keith Hackney. He's pulled away from Adam Newbert. As let's take a look at the lap times from Hackney and Newbert. Hackney was quickest in the last lap. Lap before that was Newbert.
Caution flag waving on the track once again. Take a look at our instant replay. It sounds like single track incident with the number 76 of Ron Morris Jr. Not really sure what just happened there. It looks like he was doing just fine and then locked him up.
Definitely.
That was different. Another angle on that. Let's see if maybe he was really close to that. Missed who it was close to that truck coming up, or if he just locked him up and turned sideways.
You gotta wait a minute because, you know, of course, Doohickey did a doohickey, okay?
Yeah, the doohickey likes to go spastic on you when everybody goes down pit road, but looks like Justin White, Nathan Mashcroft, TJ Hanley, Keith. Actually, just Justin White, Nathan Mashcroft, and TJ Hanley, the only drivers to not pit under this caution. Anybody else coming down pit road? Take a look at this here. So he's driving through that turn. He looks like he's a little bit loose, but nothing major. He's tracking pretty good. I think he thought he was going to slide it on down into the 6 and wanted to lock it up to not hit him by the looks of it. And realized how close Travis Twitty was behind him and kept it rolling there. So honestly, in all, it looked like he did the right thing and made a smart move. Here comes Justin White down pit road, pitting later under this caution to get that later run in fuel, I would say. But all in all, I think that was a respectable move out of Ron Morris Jr. to lock his brakes up to not catch the 6 car, and then to let him go at the time that he did and not collect any cars that were coming behind him. I think that was a smart and respectable move out of him. It avoided contact with anybody else, avoided contact with the wall. Everybody able to keep running. No harm, no foul.
Well, we'll go back green and be in the hands of TJ Hanley. Barney the iRacing flagman shook his no-no stick at him. One of the restarts.
I'd say it's probably the all the Dixie vodka that he's had. Last week, coming to the checkered.
I thought of a song, BJ.
Uh-oh.
I got the magic stick. He's shaking the no-no stick.
Jesus Christ, Steve. Anyway, and we are double file lights, I believe, are out. TJ Hanley chose the outside. Oh, I won't let you have it.
Barney is waving his green flag. We're back to racing here in North Wilkesboro. Hanley to the race lead. Oh, Hackney getting loose there. Oh, Keith Hackney upside down. We need a medic in turn number 2 there.
Oh, the catch fence definitely doing his job there. That was... Holy cow, that is not what Hackney wants to see. Great race going for him. Take a look here at the instant replay.
He looked a little loose on that start, like he spun his tires.
It was definitely a lot slower on that start than what he had been all night long. See down into turn number 1, he is a little bit loose. Yeah, he is fishtailing right there.
And Newbert has nowhere to go in that 17 truck. When Hackney tries to correct it, he overcorrects it, comes across the nose of him into the wall.
I think Hackney's going to have to add another tombstone to that number, or 2 new tombstones to that number 69. I think he's going to have to add the 17 right there and his own number.
Hackney down pit road. Newbert coming out of the pit road. Your race leader is the 08 of TJ Hanley. Now this throws a wrench in what's been happening up front, because now look at Peyton Hubbard and David Brackett there. 2nd and 3rd. As you look, there's 20 to go right now.
Laps ticking off very, very quickly right now. TJ Hanley sitting good for a race win. Now, we watched these drivers go for 45 laps in stage number 1. Not sure what the first lap that the 2 car of Justin White, last week's winner, pitted. He was the last car to pit on the first cycle of pit stops. So, not real sure how to gauge it, but you gotta remember these guys are saving a lot of fuel under caution as well. So, interested to see if TJ Hanley can make it to the end here, because pretty sure everybody behind him, actually I know that everybody behind him can make it to the end.
Make sure to hit the like and follow button to catch us live every time the Bluegrass is racing. Hit the like and follow button. Share out the broadcast. Sure do appreciate you tuned in. You're watching the Bluegrass Truck Series live on Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook and YouTube. It's simulcast live on Bluegrass, Facebook and YouTube, and DirtFan.com.
Asphalt on Dirt Fan. Asphalt on Ultimate Dirt. None of this makes sense, but hey.
Well, to get to
Why
dirt,
not?
to get to dirt, you got to be on asphalt. Speaking of that, the car pulls in, and we're back to racing with 17 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. TJ Hanley, your race leader. Hubbard in that second spot. Hanley right there under attack. Trying to fix this thing. There we go. Hanley under attack. There's Hubbard to the inside. Give Hubbard your new race leader at the flag stand. Hubbard pushes a tad bit. Hanley has to go wide. Look at the 38. David Brackett. There's Gebhardt. Gebhardt in that 4th position. Gebhardt looks to go to the bottom line there. Has to get on the binders. Not get in the back of the 38 of Brackett.
Gebhardt right now, I think he's probably the fastest out of the top 5 trucks right now, stuck behind. Oh, the 38 of David Brackett. Contact caution flies. Pretty sure Brad Gebhardt in the 44 was the fastest out of those cars. Just gets in the back of David Brackett there in the 38. Collecting several drivers on that one. Actually, looks like the 38 came down on him right there. He's definitely coming down the track. You can look at the white lines there. He was above them, and then he's below them. So the 38 definitely comes down.
And the 97 tried to miss the 44, gets in the back of him a little bit. And then the 4 of Durango has nowhere to go. Either does the 48 machine of Robbie Richards.
Robbie actually looks like he was going to be able to avoid contact, and then the 38, when his rear end swung back down, just caught him and sent him all the way down to the inside wall through the grass into it. Guardrail, rather. The inside guardrail. More bad luck for the 48. Bad luck for the 38. Sounds like he will be credited for the caution. But leading the way is the 99 of Peyton Hubbard. TJ Hanley currently sitting in 2nd. Brad Gebhardt in 3rd. Alex Healy 4th. Alan Durango rounding out the top 5. Steve, TJ Hanley last week. Remember how he finished that race?
How did he finish, BJ?
He had 2 cars driving under him while he was upside down in the air.
Oh, yeah. He was flying. Yeah.
Yeah. He was singing, I believe I can fly.
I can touch the sky.
See, you're not the only one with songs, Steve. You're not the only one.
Hubbard, Hanley, Gebhardt, Healy, Durango, your top 5. You got Brackett, Richards, Worthington, Jazorski, and Ron Morse Jr., your top 10. You got Osborne, Clemens, Twitty, Mashcroft, and Mason, your top 15. You got White, Bitts, Wigan, and Newbert. Brian Terry in 20th. Michael McClooley in 21st. Bobby Hall in 22nd. Josh Lockwood, Kyle Harmon, Keith Hackney now in 25th out of the race with Proctor and Jason Bridges.
Hackney, unfortunate for him, he had been leading the majority of this race. Pit stop's the only thing that really came into play to take him out of the lead, and then it wasn't long before he would take it back. I'd say he just drove it a little too hard into turn number 1 there on the restart on cold tires, and it bit him in the rears. He just snapped loose, taking him clear out of the race. Bobby Hall Jr. spent the majority of the first stage in second. He finds himself out of the race in 22nd. Green flag back out. Good restart for both these drivers. They're side by side, dead even down the straightaway. Peyton Hubbard with the fresher tires gets the lead through turns 1 and 2. TJ Hanley on the outside. He's now under pressure from Brad Gebhardt on the inside.
We look at out turn number 4 down the front straightaway. 8 laps to go here. Gebhardt in the 44 truck trying to take over second. There is the 97th Healy there. He's kind of being held up by those two. He's trying to look for a way to get around them. A little further back in the pack, we got one into the wall. And we got one sideways. We got mayhem on the front straightaway. But look there, we see the 88 goes up in smoke. Wes Wiggin.
Well, he's still hanging on with that thing smoking. Extremely slow on the track. See Bobby Hall Jr. Oh, he is on track. He held up behind him. Wes Wiggin not in the position he wants to be in. Robbie Richards takes it down pit road in the number 48 machine. I'm just curious. There's a caution. There's a caution. I was going to say, I'm curious as to Wes Wiggin if he can hold on to the end of the race in that blown up number 88.
Caution coming out for the 23 of Kyle Harmon. As you see, the 88 still smoking up there. Oh, the 94 gets into Bobby Hall, and that makes him bring out the caution.
I feel like Barney was a little bit antsy on that one there, jumping the gun on that one. I don't think we needed a caution for that one. He kept it rolling. He never came to a complete stop. He wasn't 90 degrees. Come on, Barney, calm down.
Barney, he's singing his own song tonight.
That's well said.
And Blake Majulis wins the butt kicker, the World of Outlaws butt kicker iRacing Super Late Ball Series feature tonight at Cedar Lake.
So last week it was Hayden Cardwell. Ooh, I think I just heard another truck blow up.
Uh-oh. Wes Wiggin blowing up on the back straightaway. Bobby Hall going to give him a bump in the rump and get him going.
And Bobby Hall Jr. is going to help him around the track. Now that's some camaraderie right there. Shoving him around, sending him down pit road. The 88 is done for the night, though, by the looks of it. Don't see that thing making it back out on the track in the next 3 laps. But Steve, we're gonna have a green-white checkered. They cross the stripe. That's 2 to go. That's already a natural green-white checkered. The lights don't go out. Well, even if they do go out, we're gonna have a green-white checkered either way. There they go. It looks like. Nope, they are still on. Yeah. So either way, we are going to have a green-white checkered no matter how you look at it right now. What a run today for Peyton Hubbard. The 99 sitting good for his first win on the season here with the Bluegrass Truck Series. Let's see where he's at in points. Wait, is this his first night? I don't see him in points. Oh, there he is. Peyton Hubbard currently sits 36th in points.
Well, the lights are out. We're going to let him loose a green-white checkered here. Does Peyton Hubbard hold off the 44? Or the 97 of Alex Healy? He was quick. He just got held up. Can he make something happen here, or can TJ Haley throw something out of the hat? We're back to race end.
Down into turn number 1, Peyton Hubbard leading the way. Brad Gebhardt, I said it earlier, I thought he looked like the fastest truck out of the top 4. Here comes Alex Healy with a mover on the outside. He takes third away from TJ Hanley. Now Daniel Worthington, he's got a strong late run coming for him. He's on the inside. Whoop. Big contact. That is the 7 and the 4 of Alan Durango. White flags out, so there will be no caution. Peyton Hubbard continues to lead the way into turn number 3 and 4. Brad Gebhardt second, Alex Healy third, and that is where they will finish. Peyton Hubbard, Brad Gebhardt, Alex Healy, Daniel Worthington, TJ Hanley rounding out the top 5. Good run for them. Congratulations to Peyton Hubbard coming home with his first win of the season.
Let's take a look at this. The big contact into the wall with Josh Clemens. You see him 3 wide there to Josh White. And then you have the 4 of Alan Durango. He gets kind of squished there with Ed Osborne. He gets a little wampus caddy on us. He overcorrects and gets into the 7. Shoots him into the wall.
And a hard hit.
Give it up to your race winner, Peyton Hubbard.
Oh, that's 2 weeks in a row we had an exciting finish for the truck series.
Yeah. Take a look at your results. Keith Hackney, Bobby Hall Jr., Justin White, Kyle Harbin, and Adam Newber, your top 5. You got Brad Gebhardt, Alex Healy, Peyton Hubbard, Daniel Worthington, and Robbie Richards, your top 10. Did you have Occupy? That ain't right. That was qualified results.
I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, Steve.
Here I'm rambling on. It's Peyton Hubbard with the win. Brad Gebhardt, Alex Healy, Daniel Worthington, TJ Haley, your top 5. Rod Morris Jr., David Brackett, Nathan Bashcroft, Justin White, Ed Osborne, your top 10. You got Gary Jazorski, Robbie Richards, Travis Twitty coming on 13th, Adam Newber in 14th, and 15th, be Trey Bitts.
16th going to be Brian Terry, 17th Alan Durango, 18th Josh Clemens, 19th CJ Mason, 20th Michael McCooley, 21st Bobby Hall Jr., Wes Wiggin will come in 22nd. Josh Lockwood, 23rd. Kyle Harper, 24th. Keith Hackney, 25th. Akamai Proctor. And then Jason Bridges rounding out your field in 27th.
All righty. Look to see if we don't have nobody.
Do, 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 do.
As we wait for these drivers to come into staging area in Discord. All right, picking up his first win of the season. Truck number 99. From Moxville, North Carolina, it's Peyton Hubbard. Congratulations on your win, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Well, tell us about it. How'd your night go?
It didn't start well. I think I kept getting shuffled back, and I couldn't really find a line. The outside on the restarts did not work at all, especially early when we stayed too wide for a while. So once I made the switch to the inside, I think on that last restart, I was able to get a really good jump and get a pretty good gap and just hold it there. And you know, that caution came out right towards the end with the green white checkered, and I was able to do it again. And then just the track was good. The truck felt good too.
Definitely, you know, and we had a green white checker there. Was you worried about that final restart?
I was a little bit because I was having trouble with what gear to start in, especially up front, because second was just a little too much wheel spin. So I figured I'd risk the outside lane coming up next to me in the corner because I could hold them on the inside through 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, and usually I'd be able to pull them. So it worked out good on both of those last late restarts. So it was a good last half of the race for me.
Awesome. Go ahead and thank those fine sponsors making it possible for you.
I'd like to thank Smith and Company Custom Homes and Motorsport Connections. Really was the livery for tonight, and it seemed to work out pretty good. May need to run that a few more times because I've had some pretty bad luck the last few races. After that 6th at Coda, I think I made it about 5 laps to Dover, and that was it.
Well, congratulations on the win, sir. We'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. DJ Duvall got up with your second place finisher.
Sure, right. I've caught up with the driver number 44, Brad Gebhardt. Brad, man, looked like that truck was coming on really strong at the end. You were looking really fast, just wasn't able to get around the 99 there at the end.
Yeah, I was getting it figured out towards the end. I kind of decided last minute to jump on and race tonight. I've been busy with some real racing stuff and haven't been able to jump on, so came in with a little bit of practice, so it was probably more figuring the track out, figuring what everybody was doing there towards the end, and had a good run. I was in a good position. I just got it a little loose coming out of 4 to the white flag, and the car wasn't set right going into the turn, and that just screwed any chance I had up. I was lucky to hang on to second with Alex behind me.
Well, you had that contact there, bringing out the final caution of the race. Was there any concern at all in your mind that you were at fault, that you were losing that podium position that you had worked so hard for and then got up to right there when that caution came out?
No, not really. I mean, it was just kind of wrong place, wrong time type of thing, part of hard racing. But no, I wasn't ever worried about it. They got guys that know what's going on in the booth, so it's all good.
Well, I don't really have a lot more questions for you. You started up towards the front of the field. You stayed up towards the front of the field. Congratulations on your second place finish. Go ahead and thank your sponsors, everybody who helps make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. Big shout out to my nephew Brodix Nichols, J&J Gaming. That's my employer. We do slot machines here in Illinois. So if anybody has any slot machine needs, feel free to reach out. Final Call Promotions. Yeah, shout out to Bluegrass and shout out to the broadcasters, the whole group, everybody that makes it possible. We appreciate you guys' time and your effort.
Alrighty, that is Brad Gebhardt, our runner-up on the night. Steve?
All right, caught up with Alex. Alex,
I'm back.
You're back for the top 3 finish. And I didn't even say your name wrong tonight, so I'm kind of like, I don't know what to think.
I broke the jinx, man. I broke the jinx.
You did. So now you're going to have a happy wife.
That's right. Happy wife, happy life. I know she's watching right now, which I know the broadcast is a couple minutes behind, but she can usually hear me in here yelling and all that fun stuff. So she'll be happy.
Well, tell us how your night went.
Well, I came out. Well, I'd been out of town over the weekend, so I didn't get any practice in at all. I was up at the race at Indy over the weekend, which was super sick. But so got on here at about 2 hours before and started turning laps, and I was running second slowest laps on the track. I thought I wasn't ever going to figure it out, and I finally whittled it down where I think I was like 12th in practice. And I know on a track like this, qualifying, everyone's not going to run as good as they did in practice. I know it's a finicky track where you step right over the edge one time and that's a wrap. But after qualifying, I was feeling pretty good. I couldn't even tell you where I started now, somewhere 6th or 7th or something like that. And I knew that I didn't have it on pace alone. My goal all night was to simply keep the truck clean, keep the nose clean, stay out of everybody else's crap, because I know there was a lot of talk before the race that stuff was going to be pretty wild. So I kind of sat back there with my bucket of popcorn and tried to run around the top 10 all night. And once we got through the final pit stop, I thought I was in a good spot to maybe pick up a spot or two, and then we had the final caution when Keith had that self spin in turn 2, and Keith had been the class of the field when he spun. I knew we had an outside chance. It's hard to pass efficiently here. It takes a few laps to set a guy up. So we got to where we wanted to be, and I truly feel if I had about another 5 laps, I could have got the job done, because I had the freshest tires of anybody up there, and I was finally starting to get a little aggressive with it. But all in all, from where I started to where I finished, I'm not mad at this finish whatsoever.
Well, congratulations. Go ahead and thank those fine sponsors there.
Yeah, which I'm sure some people probably saw on the stream tonight and all that. I want to thank Tushy for coming aboard. They make world-class bidets. That's why you see the Ass Blast 9000 on the side of the truck. They were cool enough to send me a T-shirt and some stickers and stuff. So I'm gonna rock with these guys for the rest of the season. They were super cool. I reached out to them, told them about the league and how much fun everybody was having with the jokes and everything. So they were super receptive. Thought it was cool, all that good stuff. So that was a fun one for me. It's a fun one to talk about.
Definitely ass blasting.
Hey, if you go look at the tailgate of my truck, it says do not blast my ass, bro. And luckily no one did that tonight. We kept her clean.
All right, Alex Healy coming on in that 3rd spot tonight. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, guys. Last thing, shout out to my spotter, David Farmer, as always in my ear, getting me where I need to be, getting the pit stop set up, all that stuff. So thanks to him once again as well.
All righty. Well, that's going to conclude our broadcast here on Ultimate Dirt TV. I'm Steve McMillan along with BJ Duvall. Let's go ahead and thank these fine sponsors real quick with the Bluegrass. Roasted Jim's Coffee, Kinder Performance, Buck Kicker, Nitro Racing, and Hoffman Designs. Until tomorrow night, it's the Xfinity Series at the same time, at the same track, live here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Until then, I'll stay safe and God